There are 5 engines available in the Ford F-150. One of them will serve you for 200,000 miles without drama. 2 of them are perfectly acceptable depending on what you ask of the truck. One is a compromise you will eventually regret. And the one Ford puts in the base trim specifically because it is the cheapest option to manufacture, is an engine you should walk away from without a second look, regardless of how good the deal sounds on paper. This video is going to tell you exactly which engine belongs under the hood of your F-150 and why the wrong choice at the dealership will follow you for every mile you own the truck. We are going to go through every engine Ford currently offers in the F-150, what each one is actually good at, where each one has a documented weakness, and which single powertrain the data, the owner community, and Ford's own engineering priorities point to as the engine worth buying. By the time this video ends, you will know exactly what to look for on the window sticker and exactly what to walk away from. Engine 1, the 3.3-liter V6, the one to avoid. Let's start with the engine at the bottom of the pile, because understanding why this one exists helps explain everything else. The 3.3-liter naturally aspirated V6 is Ford's base engine for the F-150, offered primarily on regular cab and lower trim XL configurations. It produces 290 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque. On paper, that sounds adequate. In practice, in a truck that weighs over 4,500 pounds unladen, those numbers mean you are driving an underpowered vehicle that has to work near its limit to accomplish tasks that a properly equipped F-150 handles with headroom to spare. The towing capacity of the 3.3-liter V6 maxes out at 7,800 pounds, the lowest rating in the F-150 lineup, by a significant margin. Payload ratings are similarly modest. This is not an engine that was engineered around the demands of a truck buyer. It was engineered around a price point. Ford puts it in the lineup because fleet operators and commercial buyers who need a capable work platform but are purchasing in volume need an entry-level option that keeps the transaction price low. If you are a fleet manager, buying 20 trucks to park tools in and drive between job sites, the 3.3-liter V6 makes budget sense. If you are a private buyer, selecting an F-150 as your personal vehicle, your daily driver, your occasional tower, and your truck for the next 10 years, this engine is going to disappoint you in the first month and continue disappointing you for every mile after that. Fuel economy on the 3.3-liter V6 is also not the compensation prize it should be for an engine sacrificing so much output. EPA ratings land at 20 miles per gallon city and 26 highway, numbers that the turbocharged 2.7-liter EcoBoost matches while producing significantly more power and a dramatically higher tow rating. There is no scenario in which choosing the 3.3-liter V6 over the 2.7-liter EcoBoost makes mechanical or financial sense for a private buyer. If you find an F-150 at a price that seems too good to be true, check the window sticker for the engine code. The 3.3-liter V6 is frequently the explanation. Engine 2, the 5.0-liter Coyote V8, the emotional choice. The 5.0-liter Coyote V8 is the engine F-150 buyers have the strongest feelings about, and those feelings are not entirely disconnected from reality. This is a 400 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque, naturally aspirated V8 that produces a genuinely satisfying sound, a linear power delivery that turbocharged engines cannot fully replicate, and a mechanical simplicity that appeals to owners who have watched enough turbocharger replacement videos to be wary of boosted powertrains. Ford has been refining this engine family for over a decade, and the current generation Coyote is a substantially improved unit from the early versions that earned some criticism for timing chain tensioner wear. The Coyote's towing capacity reaches up to 13,000 pounds in properly configured F-150 applications, and payload ratings are competitive across the lineup. As a towing engine, particularly for heavy conventional trailer loads where sustained torque at highway speed matters more than peak turbo output, the Coyote earns genuine respect. Its power delivery is predictable in a way that makes experienced trailer operators more confident, and it does not have the complexity overhead of a turbocharged system under sustained heavy load in hot conditions. The Coyote's weakness is fuel economy, and it is a meaningful weakness for a truck that will accumulate miles over a decade of ownership. EPA ratings on the 5.0-liter V8 come in at 15 miles per gallon city and 18 highway, numbers that are noticeably behind every EcoBoost option in the lineup. Over 50,000 miles of ownership, the fuel cost differential between a Coyote V8 and a 3.5-liter EcoBoost is real money, enough to pay for several years of routine maintenance. The Coyote is not the wrong choice, but it is a choice that comes with a fuel penalty, and buyers who drive significant annual mileage need to factor that into the decision honestly. Engine 3, the 2.7-liter EcoBoost, the underrated option. The 2.7-liter EcoBoost twin-turbocharged V6 is the engine most F-150 buyers overlook, and it is also one of the most capable engines in the segment relative to its displacement. This engine produces 325 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque in its current generation. Torque figures that essentially match the Coyote V8, delivered lower in the RPM range through turbocharger assist. For everyday driving, light to moderate towing, and annual mileage that emphasizes efficiency over maximum capability, the 2.7-liter EcoBoost makes a compelling case that many buyers never give it the chance to make. Fuel economy is a genuine strength. The 2.7-liter EcoBoost returns approximately 20 miles per gallon city and 26 highway in rear-wheel drive configuration, figures that are competitive with much smaller engines in lighter vehicles. For buyers who cover high annual mileage in a mix of highway and suburban driving, the 2.7-liter EcoBoost's fuel economy advantage over the Coyote V8 can amount to over $1,500 annually in fuel savings at average consumption rates and current fuel pricing. The 2.7-liter EcoBoost does have documented vulnerabilities that a serious buyer needs to understand before committing to it over its larger sibling. The first-generation 2.7-liter, produced from 2015 through 2017, had documented issues with coolant intrusion into the cylinder bores on certain production builds, a problem Ford addressed with revised head gaskets and updated production specifications on the second-generation engine introduced in 2018. If you are looking at a used F-150 with the 2.7-liter EcoBoost and the model year is 2017 or earlier, a compression test and cooling system pressure test before purchase is not optional. Second-generation 2.7-liter EcoBoost engines, 2018 and newer, have a substantially cleaner reliability record and represent a genuinely strong powertrain choice for buyers whose use case doesn't regularly demand maximum tow ratings. Engine 4, the PowerBoost Hybrid, the smart buy nobody talks about. The PowerBoost Hybrid combines Ford's 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 with a 35-kilowatt electric motor, integrated into the 10-speed automatic transmission, producing a combined output of 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers make the PowerBoost the most powerful engine in the F-150 lineup by a measurable margin, and they are paired with EPA fuel economy ratings of 24 miles per gallon city and 24 highway. Figures that are remarkably consistent across driving conditions because the hybrid system recovers energy under deceleration that a conventional powertrain simply discards as heat. The PowerBoost also includes Ford's ProPower onboard export power system, which provides up to 7.2 kilowatts of exportable AC power from the truck bed, enough to run power tools, lighting, appliances, or serve as a generator during a power outage. For buyers who work from their truck, camp extensively, or live in regions prone to grid interruptions, this feature alone recalibrates the value proposition of the PowerBoost in ways that a pure powertrain comparison cannot fully capture. The honest reservation about the PowerBoost is complexity and long-term ownership cost. A hybrid drivetrain introduces components, the integrated starter generator, the high-voltage battery pack, the power electronics, that a conventional powertrain does not have, and that means more potential failure points over a high-mileage ownership timeline. The high-voltage battery carries an 8-year or 100,000-mile warranty from Ford, which provides meaningful protection during the early ownership window. Beyond that warranty, battery replacement or hybrid system repairs on a high-mileage PowerBoost represent a cost exposure that conventional powertrain buyers do not face. For buyers who cycle trucks every 5 to 8 years and drive reasonable annual mileage, the PowerBoost is an exceptional choice. For buyers who intend to run a truck to 200,000 miles or beyond, that long-term cost picture deserves honest evaluation before signing. Engine 5, the 3.5-liter EcoBoost, the engine worth buying. Every powertrain conversation about the F-150 eventually arrives here. And it arrives here because the data, the reliability record, the owner community, and Ford's own product decisions all point to the same conclusion. The 3.5-liter EcoBoost twin-turbocharged V6 is the engine this truck was built around, and it is the powertrain that makes the F-150 what it is in the marketplace. 400 horsepower, 500 pound-feet of torque, a maximum tow rating of up to 14,000 pounds in properly configured applications, fuel economy of 18 miles per gallon city and 24 highway. This is not a powertrain that asks you to make trade-offs. It is the powertrain that made every other truck manufacturer spend the better part of a decade trying to develop a credible answer. The 3.5-liter EcoBoost's torque delivery is what defines the driving experience in ways that specifications alone do not communicate. The 500 pound-feet of torque arrives at just 2,000 revolutions per minute and stays accessible through the rev range, which means the truck pulls with authority in the real-world situations where truck buyers actually need it. Merging onto a highway with a loaded trailer, climbing a grade without downshifting 3 times, accelerating from a stop in heavy traffic with a payload in the bed. The 10-speed 10R80 automatic transmission that pairs with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost is calibrated specifically around the engine's torque curve, and the combination produces shift behavior that is notably more composed under load than the same transmission paired with lower output engines. The reliability record of the second and third generation 3.5-liter EcoBoost, covering the 2017 and newer production runs, is one of the strongest in the full-size truck segment. The early first-generation engines, produced from 2011 through 2016, had documented phase actuator wear issues and timing chain concerns on high-mileage examples that have been corrected in subsequent production generations. A 2017 or newer 3.5-liter EcoBoost maintained correctly, oil changes at proper intervals with the correct specification fluid, turbocharger cooldown habits after hard use, and DSP fluid serviced at 60,000 miles, is an engine that has demonstrated the ability to reach 200,000 miles and beyond in the hands of owners who treat it correctly. That is not marketing language. That is the lived experience of a large and well-documented owner community. The 3.5-liter EcoBoost is also the engine around which Ford has built every performance and capability enhancement the F-150 has received in the past decade. The Raptor runs it, the high-output variant in the Raptor R, and certain limited configurations pushes output beyond 450 horsepower. When Ford wanted to demonstrate the F-150's engineering credentials with an all-aluminum body, they paired the structural changes with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost as the headline powertrain. That is not a coincidence. It is an acknowledgement that this engine is the core of what the F-150 is engineered to be. The bottom line: 5 engines, one clear answer for most buyers. The 3.3-liter V6 exists for fleet pricing and nothing else. Private buyers should not consider it. The Coyote V8 is a legitimate choice for buyers who tow heavy conventional loads regularly, who specifically want the character and simplicity of a naturally aspirated V8, and who can absorb the fuel economy penalty honestly in their ownership math. The 2.7-liter EcoBoost is an excellent engine for buyers whose use case stays within its capability envelope, particularly on 2018 and newer models. The PowerBoost Hybrid is the most capable and most fuel-efficient option in the lineup, and represents exceptional value for buyers who cycle trucks within an 8-year window. But the 3.5-liter EcoBoost is the engine the F-150 was built around, the engine with the strongest capability to reliability ratio in the lineup, and the engine that best serves the widest range of buyers across the widest range of use cases. If the truck you are looking at does not have a 3.5-liter EcoBoost under the hood, you need a specific reason to choose something else. Not a vague preference, not a deal that felt too good to pass up, and not a salesperson's reassurance that all the engines are basically the same. They are not. The window sticker tells you everything. Read it before you sign anything. Drop a comment below telling us which engine is in your F-150 and whether you'd make the same choice again, knowing what you know now. If this video helped you make a smarter buying decision, or helped you understand why a deal you almost made would have been a mistake, share it with someone who's shopping for a truck right now. Subscribe for more F-150 content that gives you the real picture, and we'll see you in the next one.